the US government shutdown, our daily bias, and a review of the 6B trade that I took during New York AM session yesterday. Let's get it. Good morning, guys. Welcome back to the channel. I hope you're all doing well. It is Jimmy Trades here. Thank you for joining me. Before we continue on, please smash that like button and feel free to drop a comment at any stage. If you find the content interesting, if there's things we can do better, or just tell me about how your trading journey is going, how your week's going so far. I'd love to hear all about it. So, first of all, US government shutdown. What does that mean? What does it mean for the stock market? Well, essentially, not a lot. Although painful for federal workers, travelers, and thousands of people and businesses in and outside Washington that partner with the US government, shutdowns typically aren't significant events for the stock market or the economy. Although this time could be different, we'll just wait and see what the washout is and what comes of it, and obviously see how long the shutdown lasts for as well. We can see when we get to the charts that there was a bit of a sell-off at London Open today, and I would suggest that that was a result of the government shutdown happening. So let's take a look first and foremost at the calendar. We are supposed to have news drop today. I don't see why that wouldn't happen. Alerts are going off here. Excuse me. So we've got 8:15 a.m. non-farm employment change, and then 10 a.m. ISM manufacturing PMI. So just be aware of those as we come into today's trading session. Also, it is non-farm payroll week. All right, let's get over here on the daily. And on NQ here, we can see that price did in fact sell off. And what I was actually looking for today was I wanted to see these equal lows swept out, and that has happened. What we're finding now is, are we potentially going to get a closure back inside the range of the previous day? And will that then see price move higher and sweep out these equal highs that we've been talking about since the start of the week? For now, if we're using the 4-hour bias as well, we almost got a candle closure back inside the range there. Not quite, unfortunately. If we take a look at ES, no, ES didn't. YM, not quite either. So we'll see how this plays out. I'm going to be patient with the session today, particularly off the back of that US government shutdown news. So we'll just take it easy. We will likely have, if we see an hourly change in state of delivery, then I would be looking for price to continue to move higher off of that. That's the level at the moment. Unless we put in more structure, this is the level that I'd be looking for to see close through for price to then anticipate moving higher. ES will be much the same there, except it will be this level here. And that's going to turn that indicator off. There we go. All right. So we'll be looking for that level there for the change in state of delivery. Let's push back to the daily and we'll head over to oil now. And we have continued to see that push lower here. We've had that continuation and expansion. And look, we do have a series of failure swings all the way through here, actually, that I would anticipate price to want to sweep out. Now, we have already swept previous day low. However, we've also respected the equilibrium of the previous day. So unless we see a shift to the upside, as in a change in state of delivery, then I'll just continue to be looking for shorts for oil today. Taking a look at gold, well, it just keeps on moving higher, and I'm not going to tell it otherwise. So bullish for gold. It's that simple. The trend is clear and present. You don't really need to even do any analysis there. You can clearly see we just continue to push higher. All right. Let's move to Dixie now. We are getting that bounce here out of our point of interest that we were looking at. And we could likely see price continue to move higher here. And that's what we were chasing. Particularly if today closes inside the range out of this point of interest, then that's strong confluence to see price, or to anticipate price to continue to move higher off of that. The euro, so we're getting the inverse correlation there. You can see it clear as out of this point of interest. Candle looks like we'll close back inside the range here today. Therefore, I'll be looking for price to run lower. And 6B, it's holding up a little bit. It's holding up a little bit here. But we are inside that bearish point of interest. And therefore, we would look to see price move lower. And if we do get that closure back inside the range today, then we can anticipate that continued move to the downside. So while we're on 6B, and that's the British pound, if you didn't know, let's move to the 4 hour. We'll just have a quick look at this trade that I took yesterday. Let's roll it back to, no, I don't want to continue. We'll start new. Must be a new feature. All right, so let's have a look here. Essentially, I was looking at the 6 a.m. candle on the 4 hour chart. We're coming out of a point of interest here as well. Bullish point of interest. And we had a closure back inside the range. So it's simple. Once that candle closes at 10 a.m., then we start to look for our position. Down on the 15-minute chart here, we've got a confirmed change in state of delivery here. And then as price pushes forward, this was essentially the candle closure back inside the range out of another point of interest here on the lower time frame, so the 15-minute. So we had this point of interest here. All right. And we pushed out of that. So at that moment in time, I then market ordered in with a long position, stop at the low. And what I was targeting, if we go back to the 4 hour, was this high right here. Now, with the market order, that wasn't a full 2R. It was only just a 1 point. Well, it's about, I got in a little bit lower. I got in with about a 1.5 on my my funded futures account. But I did actually get a better entry on my Top Step X accounts because I took the position from the change in state of delivery on the Top Step X, which gave me a much better entry. All right. And I was able to secure an easy 2R on that. And if we roll forward, we had some downside before we eventually pushed up and we top tick this, literally got out to the tick. After that, price decided to move away. So that was the position that I took yesterday. And there is a screenshot here that will pop up showing the executions from the Top Step X account. Alrighty, let's jump over to crypto quickly now. And of course, feel free to leave a comment if you wanted any more information on that trade or how I went about it. All right, let's have a look at Bitcoin. So we did get a strong push yesterday, and I've just got to exit replay mode so I don't confuse myself there. And we've had a really good pump today. Sorry, last time I looked, price was actually had swept the high and was back inside the range of yesterday's candle. So I was just a little bit shocked there when I saw this. I thought I was seeing things, but great little pump there from crypto and Bitcoin. So now, if we continue this move, then we'll be looking to see this high here as our next point of interest and see how we react from there. I'd really love to see, our price target from a while back be tapped into. So we'll see what happens there. Let's take a look at Ethereum. Same deal here with Ethereum. Great move. We want to see a close above the equilibrium here of this bearish FEG. That'll give us good confluence that we could see or anticipate price to move higher. So a great little pump there from crypto. Okay, guys, don't forget, code Jimmy Trades will get you 30% off your Tradeify accounts, and code Jimmy will at least get you always a minimum of 50% off Apex, unless of course they're having a sale, which I don't believe they are right now. So if you choose to get an account, and it will help support the channel, guys, Apex will get you at least 50% off at the moment. All right, guys, take care. Catch you over in Trade Foundry. Bye for now.